Hey, it's Herbert. And you're listening to the About Last Night podcast, you slippery little son of a bitch.
About last night.
Hey man.
Hey man, thanks for coming back.
No, hey man, thank you for doing the old Mikasa Sukasa.
Oh yeah, it's been a hot minute, but you know what? You're one of those guys that as soon as you walked in, I feel like it took me right back to the American Comedy Company in San Diego.
Yeah,
when I first fucking got to kick it with you live in the flesh.
Yeah.
And people should know this about you too, about how just friendly you are out of the gate. Because I definitely, there is a.
Oh, they think I'm Nat Turner.
What's that?
They think I'm Nat Turner. I don't know if you know who Nat Turner is.
I don't, but I laughed in a way that that guy must not be.
He was the Michael Jordan of master killers during slavery. He led the biggest slave revolt.
I take back my laugh.
He led the biggest slave revolt in history.
Oh my god!
He was that dude.
You're the exact opposite. Because there is when you're the feature and you're on a weekend with a headliner and you haven't met, but you're a fan. You can't fan out. You gotta give them space. You can't also assume that you're gonna become friends. You're there to do your job, but you gotta also be socially aware enough to just read the room and feel the person out. And so it was like I gotta talk to him. Speaking of you, when you're not, I didn't want to walk into the green room and do that because that already just feels like I'm walking into somebody's house without an invite.
Well, and anybody that knows anything about me, I don't spend most time in green rooms anyway.
Right.
I try to treat all my shows like the first day in the prison yard. I'm seeing who in the audience is the motherfucker I got to shank.
Yeah.
Just so I can have some peace.
Totally. And I love that about you right out of the gate because you were just kind of in the back of the show and I was like, okay, cool. This guy's a man of the people. Right. He's out hanging. And so then I think we must have talked about hoops, weed, and video games in the first minute and a half, and I was like, all right, I think I'm going to be friends with this guy.
If we had spent another 2 minutes talking, pussy would have been the next thing on the plate. Because that's pretty much my whole existence. Weed, pussy, video games, and pasta.
It might have been about video games about pussy. It was might have been Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Is there, what do you've been doing the road a little bit right now during this time?
Well, I've been doing it as much as the role will allow me to do it.
Yeah.
The situation will allow me to do it. Normally if there wasn't this COVID shit, I'm booked up pretty much solid the whole year.
Yep.
Week after week, month after month. But like everybody else, man, either shit's been flat out canceled or rescheduled.
Have you been writing?
Yeah. As I write at 3 o'clock in the afternoon when I'm in my hotel and it's like the Bat Cave and it's dark and I'm in my bed and I'm on my ass naked. That's when I write, or I write in the moment on stage. I'm not really pen to paper.
Yeah.
Let me think all this out. I just kind of not to try to be on some Jay-Z shit, but I just like spontaneity. So I like to just get on and wing it, and either I'm gonna score 40 or it's gonna be an abomination.
Yeah. Well, I've never seen you not fucking crush. There was even a show that you were on before me, and I brought my girl's family, and I was like, and something had happened with the lineup where I got pushed to the end, and I was like, oh God. And I was like, and I've never been that guy because it's just to try to massage my spots because I saw guys do it early on. I was like, oh, I don't want to do that. Also, I feel like you play deal with the hand you were dealt, and it only makes you better having to follow somebody that just fucking destroys, right?
I'm trying to really get away from that. Not like I'm saying I'm looking to bomb, but be a
little bit more.
Two of my favorite comedians of all time, not counting the Mount Olympus gods, Murphy, Pryor.
Yeah.
The late great Patrice O'Neal, and of course Dave Chappelle. And Patrice would often talk about on Opie and Anthony, comics who are killers. You can't grow if all you do is kill.
Yep.
And the best comics embrace bombing. They embrace silence. Whereas most guys, when they hear silence, they panic internally. Where The audience might not see it, but they're going, oh, shit, they're quiet.
Yep.
I got to make them laugh.
Yep.
And I'm one of those dudes where I feed off of that ruckus energy. So if there's silence to me, I feel like I'm failing. And like most people, I'm scared to death of failure. And I don't want to not be funny. So in my mind, I'm panicking going, what's the bit that I know I do the Ali shuffle comedically, get these motherfuckers, whoa!
Yeah.
And I feel like in order for me to really grow, I need to get away from that. And that's a scary proposition.
Because out of the gate, I feel like you were big energy, yeah? Like when you first started
always.
stand-up? Yeah.
I'm an 80s baby, so my era was as good as, the GOAT, Ali. Tyson was my era. So I remember as a kid, Tyson fight pay-per-view was a party. It was an event because he came out in that white robe and them black shoes and trunks, and he annihilated your ass in 2 rounds. And I felt like comedically, I said, I want every joke to be a bad intention swing. I'm knocking your head into the nosebleeds. Wow. So my energy always wanted to be Tyson. Dip, dive, pop, pop, and it's over.
And you felt like there was never a crowd that you couldn't, have that impact with?
As I got older and the more I began to get deeper into this, I don't think I do well in the South. And listen, I'll go in the South and Southerners will tell me, the people that come to my show, hey, you one of my favorite comedians, man. And I like niggas that read.
Yeah.
Me
too.
I like chess players, not hungry hippo players. And I know I'm giving the South shit. I always do.
Yeah,
but I'm a Jersey boy. I'm a New York guy. I'm an East Coast.
Yeah.
I'm Tim's and New York Yankee hats and fast pace and energy. So the South was a little bit slower for me, man. It's that pace, that thinking, that timing.
Yeah, there is a different. The timing is even in the. And not just in like the vernacular and the speech patterns like you were just imitating. Like there is you don't think you could live there, huh? Like the way that some people are moving there right now.
Never.
Yeah.
I said to myself, listen, man, I'm a diehard New York dude. But I moved out here in LA in 93. And I may have mentioned this before, but again, I was 17 years old.
Yeah.
So when you're growing into your own, your first real girlfriend, your first home, your first car, this becomes home.
Right.
So LA for me is home. So if I'm not going to live in LA or New York, the only other place I could see myself living, and this would be kind of like a third option, Miami, man. Because I got a sweet tooth for Spanish bitches.
I was
and I don't even
I was going to say, you big Miami Heat fan?
No. I just like the women. And I call Miami me mommy.
Oh, my God.
Between the heat and the humidity, them girls dress like they don't like their fathers, man. It's wonderful. It's wonderful.
I think dude, if Will Smith could have written the real Miami song, I feel like, because the one that he's singing about was not, because the first time I went to Miami, I was like, oh, this is the exact, like, Will didn't sing about exactly what you're talking about.
Listen, the beauty of Miami is really 2 places, South Beach and Coconut Grove.
Yes.
Past that is some ghetto shit.
Yeah.
Like literally around the corner.
Yeah.
But I'll take any of that over. Like when Andy and I, my podcast partner, came back from the COVID break, one of our first stops was Mississippi.
Wow.
And I even say this in my stand-up. 8 motherfuckers showed up to the Friday show. And I say, I don't mind if it's 8 people, as long as it's 8 intelligent motherfuckers. And then I go on to say the part about them niggas don't read. But I shit you not, this is a true story. On Friday afternoon, I ordered a pizza from Domino's. And the girl says to me, sir, we about to deliver your pizza. What street are you on? I said, this bitch said street. I said, I got to get the fuck up out of Mississippi before I run into some slave catchers. Yeah.
Oh, my God. Screet.
Screet. S-K-R-E-E-T.
Yeah. What? See, and when you just completely change a word like that, I'm like, was that taught in school, or did she hear somebody say that? But that's so indicative, and it's tough to not then generalize an entire place by that person.
Right.
Were the shows good?
Yeah, but no, but yeah, but no.
Yeah, again, slow pace.
Yeah, I just,
The South is where people pull their pants down to pee. Like when they take a shit, they're pulling out newspapers. It's like they're gonna be there a while.
Right,
like I feel like big city, you're trying to move and shake.
Yeah,
I gotta squeeze this out because I gotta get to the next thing.
Right. Listen, man. Midwest, South. Again, those aren't my favorite go-to places.
Yeah.
I'm so extreme. I'm either West Coast, East Coast, and everywhere in between. I'm just like, nice to visit. Wouldn't want to live there.
Yeah. Is there a city over the years that you're like, man, when this spot gets marked on the calendar?
Anywhere in Florida.
Yeah.
Whether it's West Palm, Tampa, Orlando, Miami, Jacksonville is kind of like the side bitch of the Florida cities.
It really
But
is, dude.
all the other ones are the white side, the West Palm, yeah.
And they're getting ready to reopen Fort Lauderdale. Which
Yes, Fort Lauderdale too. Have you been to
not to the new?
I can't stand it.
No.
It's terrible.
Oh, man.
It's terrible, dude. When you know what that
I went
place
to the old
was,
one with Bobby all the time.
ooh,
That place
that was
ruled.
in my top 5 best comedy clubs in the country.
It was great, dude.
That energy, the location.
It was right at the end of
Everything's
the whole strip.
outside.
Yeah, man. The foot traffic you get coming
what
up
they
there.
did to that place now, everything's inside. There's no more outside.
Well, it's like a mall, huh?
It's like a mall. And the inside, the energy is so vastly different.
The beach always felt like it was just on the other side of the fence when you were outside the whole time.
Vastly different. I hate Fort Lauderdale Hard Rock now.
Oh, no.
It was such a letdown, dude.
Oh, man. Yeah, I
might
like,
have to come out of the sweatshirt.
Yeah, do it.
I'm starting to beat up. But
Yeah,
go ahead.
It's a warm in
Go
here.
ahead.
Yeah, even, it's like when the Hollywood Improv tried to make that switch.
Right.
And get the restaurant into the showroom. But, there's so many, I think, clubs that are trying to, adhere to like, I don't know, having the restaurant and the show be, and it sounds like in Fort Lauderdale, just be, one piece of a bigger puzzle, right? Where it's like that whole mall thing is probably what they're like, this is what people are going to come here for.
Well, I think sometimes people always think bigger is better, fancier is better.
Yeah.
Everything that's remodeled is better. And there's a nostalgia to the garden before it was remodeled. There's a nostalgia to the Great Western Forum opposed to the Staples Center.
Like they'll never. How about the new Yankee Stadium? Like I went to the old one. I'm sure you did too, and the new one, right?
Well, you listen, man. I wear the hat because I'm from New York, but
Who's
I'm
your
not
squad?
I'm not a baseball dude
At
man.
all.
At all.
I can respect that because, well, my Mariners are the only team that haven't been to the World Series now that the Nationals went and won. But, I mean, for me, it's hoops and football. You too?
I'm hoops and and I'm hoops and boxing.
Wow. Yeah, I saw you posting about the Tyson fight the other night, and your commentary was amazing.
I'm pulling for this motherfucker so bad. Listen,
To come back and just deliver?
Yes. Because to look
and
at
make a run or just come back and get a...
I mean, storybook, make a run and win the title and go off and off into the sunset. Because when you know his story, he's supposed to either be dead or in jail. And the fact that he has survived all of that and turned his life around in some sort of feng shui kind of way.
Yeah.
Like I remember Patrice had that great line in the Charlie Sheen roast when he says to Mike, I don't like how comfortable white people are in front of you now. Like white people love Mike now like a teddy bear.
Yeah, dude.
And listen, that's good, man. I'm glad he figured it out.
How much of that is his voice, do you think? And just his like
What?
just like when you do that, like you think.
Oh, but
like
no. The voice don't mean shit. When you go back to the clip when he told the dude, "I will fuck you till you love me, faggot. You fucking white boy. You ain't man enough to fuck with me. I'll pull out my dick and fuck you in front of everybody." That voice don't mean shit.
Yeah.
If Mike Tyson told me that he was going to fuck me until I loved him, all I'd have to hear that nigga do is pull his zipper down. And I'm going to kiss him on his neck and say, nigga, I love you.
Yeah.
You ain't got to fuck me to a decision.
Yeah, he, I mean, he's one of those guys, you're right, the flip that he did. Because I think people do like a comeback, but it's like there's so many variables with that.
Right.
Like he had to kind of clear his name for a little bit and not be in the public eye in a bad way.
Right.
And then, popping up and like The Hangover was like the perfect thing, right? To get back in.
Well, first of all, I think everybody deep down inside believes he caught a raw deal with that rape shit.
Yeah.
I don't think he did that. Most people don't think he did that. I think he got screwed. I think the girl lied. And I think he didn't have the right people around him. Certainly, I think he had a tax attorney represent him in a rape case.
Wow.
So, and listen, no, I'm not making an excuse for the dude. It's your bed. You got to lie in it. But when you know his story, when you've read his book, when you've seen all the documentaries, the man was literally a child growing up in a room full of predators.
Yeah.
And he wasn't the most educated dude, didn't come from a solid family background, and he got taken advantage of. Customato once told him, you are surrounded by wolves disguised as sheep, and you're not smart enough to know the difference. And when you look at a guy like Cuss, who was basically his father, Jimmy Jacobs, Kevin Rooney, his handlers back then, there was a family structure there. And once that was taken away from him through the death of Jimmy and Cuss, and then he left Kevin, and in comes Robin Givens and Don King and Robin's mother, it was a wrap. It was a wrap. Dude, one of my favorite documentaries is by a guy named, I'm going to fuck up his name, but something Bubrick. It's called Tyson. And Tyson is explaining what Cuss meant to him and what he told him. And I'm going to do this imitation a little bit, but as Mike is trying to explain this, he's fighting back, crying so hard that it sounds like he's choking.
Wow.
And he's literally like, Cuss told me, he said, you could be champ if you listen to me. And when he made me believe that, I know a motherfucker could never fuck with me again. Dude, I was crying.
Whoa.
Because here's the thing about Mike. Again, not making excuses.
Yep.
But you know this man is genuine. You know what you see is what you get. He's raw. He's unfiltered. He's not like a lot of motherfuckers who pretend to be something that they're not.
Right.
You see a lot of dudes pretend to be heroes when they're monsters. It's not that Mike is a monster, but you're getting who he is. Yeah. He's the product of his environment. He's a fucking open wound. So when you know someone has been through hell and taken advantage of, and it's supposed to be a statistic, and they beat all those odds, you got to root for him. You got to love someone like that.
Yeah.
So that's why I think people feel him like that. So I would love to see him at 50-something, what, he 51?
Yeah.
If he could just, and from that fight, Roy Jones should never fight again. Him and Nate Robinson should definitely retire together.
It's this is also like a fucking a fucked era to be trying to get that going for you. Like the amount of memes for Nate Robb that were immediately at our disposal.
Right. But let me just say this with the Tyson thing. I think if Tyson would take a couple more fights, get his win right, that punch is still so devastating. And even for 51, now he don't look 20-year-old Mike quick, but he was still damn quick.
At 50, dude.
And I'm just like, yo, man, with that punch power.
You don't think you lose too much?
They say the punch power is the last thing to go. But if you put him in the ring with Anthony Joshua, Deontay Wilder, or Tyson Fury, he has a puncher's chance. And he's one of the best punchers in history.
Yeah, right.
And for him to win the title at 51, having turned his life around.
Oh, man.
I'd bring me to tears, man.
You love that stuff, yeah?
I love it, man.
There's nobody there, but there's somebody there, and I see ya. Hey guys, comedian Adam Ray here. Thanks for listening to the About Last Night podcast. I hope you're enjoying the episode, and I hope you're doing okay. It's a crazy, crazy time right now, and if you're a little uneasy, I get that, and I've also got the answer. Koi CBD. Say it with me, Koi CBD. Feels good. And it does feel good because I use all their products. I've been fucking with the fellas at Koi CBD since my circumcision, and I'll tell you this much. They're the best in the game, okay? Gummies, bath bombs, tinctures, joints, creams, oils. They got stuff for pets. Koi CBD has been giving the people what they need to feel better, to mellow out, to go to sleep right, to take away the aches and pains with the creams and oils. The bath bombs make bathing just the best thing ever. You get a little radiation high from the balms. I don't know what's in it, but fucking goodness and just all sorts of. It's amazing, okay? It feels like drugs, and it's not because it's CBD. So if you want to get these amazing products, and I know you do because I got the Adam Ray stamp of approval, go to KoiCBD.com and put in the code ALN15 to get 15% off your first order. KoiCBD.com, the promo code ALN15 to get 15% off your first order. Do it today and start living and feeling the right way. And now, back to the episode.
You love the underdog stuff?
I love it because I feel like I'm the underdog.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The perception about me that I'm this monster and I'm an asshole and I'm this and that.
Well, you've had that. I don't think that's the perception now.
Yeah.
But you've gone through your times where
I'm trying to clean it up, man. Believe me, because I know that sometimes I do these interviews and I like to be honest and raw and real.
Yeah.
And like Dave Chappelle, man, when keeping it real goes wrong. So sometimes you gotta watch how you navigate through this minefield, man.
Yeah, dude. How do you view someone like Dave? That do you know Dave personally?
I don't. I know him like he knows me in terms of, hey, I know you, and we took a picture together and we chopped it up one time when he came to. I know he's from Ohio, and I was doing the Funny Bone. I forget which one in Ohio.
Maybe Dayton. That's pretty close. Yeah,
and he came through, and we hung out, we drank, smoked a little bit.
Come on,
and it was one of the highlights of my life, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I went out to the Yellow Springs where he was doing his camp this summer, and got to kick it there for a few days. And yeah, man, I mean, he just is on all fronts is, and I don't know how he tiptoes around. And I saw you repost that clip he did when he was talking about Comedy Central and just kind of the shit he went through in this business that doesn't really get a lot of attention like that. And for him to be that candid about it is a big deal. And it's like, it just goes to show you too that even somebody at the top like that, who I feel like is truly looked as a voice in this art form that is like on such a high platform, even he like can't escape, isn't immune to that type of bullshit.
Well, I thought the most gangster shit was that Netflix took
dope.
it down.
Yeah,
because they're like, yo, we're protecting our product, and Dave is uncut cocaine, man. That motherfucker's blue magic. He's heroin at its most potent. I always say, man, when you look at certain comics, I always either make the comparison to them as athletes in terms of their style, which athlete they would be, or music. And I just go, Dave is John Coltrane. He's Miles Davis. It just flows.
Yeah, man.
He don't have to exude a lot of energy. He just sits on that stool. He's got, I wish I could do a great Dave impression, but he's got that drum, man.
Yeah.
He just talks when he says what he says.
Yeah.
It's jazz music, man.
I know.
It flows so beautifully and so effortlessly.
And he wasn't always like that.
No, he was a little bit more, I guess it's become, I saw a funny thing. So you know who Bokeem Woodbine is?
That sounds really familiar.
The black actor. At one point, he was in everything. You would know him if you saw him. Google him when you get a chance.
Was he in Cool Runnings? That's one of my favorite movies.
No, he wasn't in Cool Runnings. But somebody described him as the evil Dave because he just looks like Dave on steroids and mean.
Hilarious.
But if you saw this dude, you'd be able to see where I'm coming from.
We'll put him up. Yeah.
But yeah, man, I how could you not love Dave, man?
Were you around? Who were the guys? Everyone I feel like kind of has like people they came up with, like when you were getting going in New York, right?
Yeah, New York and Jersey.
Who were like the people around you that you were seeing at shows, or that you were like maybe swapping tags with, or just mixing up?
What was weird, man. Again, I started at 14, so
that's when Dave started.
Yeah, but Dave started it. Dave's I think like a year or 2 years older than me.
Okay, gotcha.
So when I came up, I couldn't hang out like everybody hung out.
Right.
My mother had to come, bring me, do my shit, and get out because of the alcohol. So I never got a chance to form comedy bonds and have comedy comrades like most people.
Gotcha.
Like I remember I would hear Jay Moore on Opie and Anthony tell stories about how him, Colin Quinn, Dane Cook, Patrice, all the Boston dudes would break each other's balls because they came up together. The New York, and pardon me for that, but actually Jay Moore is a New York dude, but still the same kind of thing. Where Jay Moore here in New York, there was comedy cliques, and I never came up like that because I was too young to hang out. And by the time I was able to hang out, now I'm 18 years old. I'm in LA. I've kind of been a loner all my life in comedy. So, and here's the thing, and I think this is part of what started this misconception, is because I wasn't used to being around dudes.
Yeah.
I never had a circle of dudes where we broke each other's balls. So I kind of was aloof. I stayed to myself. I'm a real quiet dude when I'm not on stage. And so if I go on stage and I kill it, and then I come off and I don't talk to nobody, and I got this demeanor like I'm the shit, and I'm young, then it's this. Look at this motherfucker.
Right.
This nigga think he
can't even come over and say what's up. After
yeah.
he
So
like
so
that.
and it's not like I don't want to come say what's
Yeah.
up, but that's not how I came up. So I don't know that. I don't know that world. So that's how it gets started, you know.
Did you have anybody going out of their way to maybe say something to you like, "Hey,
Never.
young kid, like
here's the
pop
one
in here."
dude. Here's the one dude in my circle in New York and New Jersey, who I'm still cool with to this day because it felt like we were the only ones to graduate out of that class. Is Bill Bellamy. Bill Bellamy's my man. We go back to Peppermint Lounge,
Oh wow.
Club 88, East Orange, Terminal D in Newark, and the other guys, Cool Bubba Ice, Derek Fox, Hamburger Jones. They didn't really, for lack of better words, graduate.
Yeah.
Like Bill and I went on to TV shows, movies, stand-up specials, touring all over the country. A lot of them guys never got past being local. You know what I'm saying? They might have done a couple things here and there, but nothing local. And if any of them see this, or I don't want the perception to be that I'm trying to shit on them.
No, it's not.
But that's the reality.
Of course.
You know what I mean?
What do you think, looking back, and I don't know how closely maybe we followed their journeys, but there is something that I think that is either – because, look, there's no guarantee for anybody, right? Like you fucking try to hustle and grind as much as you can, and then there is some right place at right time stuff. You can create your own opportunities, but what do you think led to you and Bill getting opportunities that maybe those guys didn't?
Yeah, it's hard to say, man. That's a hard question to answer,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Because you just never know how this wind is going to blow.
Yeah.
I really thought the moment I got on MADtv, I saw myself, even before MADtv, my dream was always, because I was such an Eddie Murphy fanatic, I'm going to do like Eddie. I'm going to get on a sketch show, particularly Saturday Night Live.
Yeah.
I'm going to do 2 years, then I'm going to be a movie star.
Yeah.
Except I didn't get on at SNL. I got on MADtv.
Yeah.
I didn't do 2 years. I did 8. I didn't become a movie star.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, sometimes this shit goes the way you want it to. Sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, now you got to navigate how to get back on your schedule.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. We got to do, I don't think we didn't talk about this on the pod because it happened after, even though it was a couple, or maybe we did, the Mad crossover when you came back.
The reunion.
To do, yeah. How was that coming back? I've talked very candidly about my feelings about all that because it was just, for something that
Right.
prestigious and with the backdrop of a sketch show like that, there was, in many ways known for pushing the envelope more than SNL, and especially coming back at a time where there was truly still only one sketch show that was regarded at such a high level. There was a true opportunity to like do some damage and make a lot of commentary comedically about a lot of things that were going on in the world, and I just feel like it was just a big swing and a miss. And
I don't think I could be as honest with anybody else that was part of that new cast that you were included in as I could be with you.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna be honest with you.
I love it.
I don't think you guys had a chance, and not because necessarily the talent wasn't there, but because you just said it. First of all, the climate was different. Back in the 90s, you could put your dick on the table. I mean, literally put your dick on the table.
And we did, season 5.
Right. And you could get away with so much more then
Yeah, man.
that you couldn't now. Number 2, I think you guys were set up with an awful time slot. We came on
It was
Saturday.
a CW too, man.
That's another one. I was going to say, we were on Fox. Y'all was on CW.
What were your guys' lead-ins? Do you remember? Or like
The news. The 11 o'clock news.
Wow.
No, we came on at 11. The 10:30 news.
Wow.
And here's the thing about that. Fox never really supported us.
Yeah, I know Mike.
We were on Fox, and we had Susan Sarandon on, Kathy Bates,
And
Gwen
everybody, man.
Stefani,
Yeah.
fucking Jay-Z,
Yeah.
Missy Elliott, and the lead-in would go, all right, and that's it for the 10:30 news. Coming up next, MADtv, and they wouldn't even mention the stars, the guests, and I'm just sitting here going, if we had the support of the network that we should have had, maybe things are different.
Oh, dude, because you see the outpour. I mean, dude, people were jacked when they saw that it was even coming back,
Yeah.
And then when they were teasing that a lot of the, cast members were going to come back and make some appearances. I mean, it was, and even Salzman, man, who we got to be, know each other real well through all that and was really geeked about it and had just such big ideas for it as far as comedy wise, and then it just things on the CW front slowly started to get pulled back. We had this first table read where it was it was a pinch me moment because you were like, some of this shit that was being read, you're like, oh man, this is gonna, like, SNL would never touch this, would never tackle this. This type, I was doing an MTV like or some sort of a guide, like, you know, a VJ being out at like a refugee camp was like, what's up, man? I'm Trevor out here talking to these fucking people that just lost their homes, like whatever. I mean, it was, and there was a bunch of shit about Trump that was that slowly started to get. You know, S&P started to jump in and be like, well, we can't say that. We shouldn't insinuate that about Hillary Clinton because that's fucking weird. And that's what's that saying about women? And then all of a sudden the writers, like towards the end, were like, dude, why don't you fucking take a stab at that? Because I don't even know what I can write that's going to even get considered. And so when they feel like they're handcuffed, then it just filters down and it doesn't take anything away from the experience because I tried to just go, look, man, control what you can control, which is making the shit that you get as funny as possible and try to, you know, but God, man, if that's not.
Let me tell you something, man. Executives and people that don't know comedy, that have the ability to decide comedy's fate, they're like motherfuckers that bring crack to a weed party. You are fucking out of your vibe.
You're out of your element.
And here's what was so crazy about that. Before the reunion happened, I would get all the Instagram and Twitter hits. Yo, a reunion. Y'all need to do a reunion. Then the reunion.
And how were you feeling about it?
Oh, I was into it.
Yeah.
But when you say that, this is how quick it was. Then the reunion happened, and it was like a car going by, and it was over. And then people after you guys had no longer been around kept coming up to me going, when y'all gonna do a reunion? Yeah, we did it. They didn't even know we did it. It came and went. It was like that.
Yeah, dude.
So, you know, yeah.
It was one of those things too where it was, I mean, when you came on, it was I mean, thankfully I got to be there for that day. I don't think we did. I think there was a Cosby sketch that they had me read in a table read before you got there, which was a blast because your Cosby is unreal. But one of the first, and I want to ask you this too, like when I first started even doing voices, I was at my friend's, it was like a church. I was the only Jew at an all-Christian like water sports camp. Jesus was the backdrop to fucking, like jet skiing and fucking basketball and, you know, seeing 8th grade girls in bikinis while you're in 8th grade was the backdrop to Jesus and like, you know, just fucking taking your religious beliefs up a notch. I'm the only Jew there. Wasn't a big deal, but the guy who ran the camp definitely like pulled me aside 4 or 5 different times being like, yeah, I'd love to talk to you about Jesus Christ. You know, Jesus wasn't Jew, you know, shit like that. And I'm just like, I'm good, man. I'm just trying to fucking see some titties, you know, and jet ski a little bit. But the first impressions I started doing at that camp were like Cosby, Bill Clinton, Kermit the Frog, Arnold, kind of staples, right? That were like in the zeitgeist. So I was doing Cosby at the table, and I started hitting me. I was like, oh, I haven't done this since I was in fucking 8th grade. And then it just got me so jacked for you to be on the show because your Cosby is just, you know, it's like he's really there. Was that one of the first ones you started fucking with, or who were those ones that got you into
Cosby? Probably was because I was, you know, kid of the 80s. So, you know, being a kid where television raised me. Yeah, man. He was probably one of the first. I noticed, dude, you do a lot of those impressions with the face things on Instagram, dude. And you look like, I mean, I know it's designed that way, but you already have jet black hair.
Right. For like Robert Downey Jr. or something like that.
Pacino or something like that. I was going to ask, but then you just said it. So you're Jewish.
Yeah.
I thought you were Italian.
Yeah, I get that. I get
Can you do a kind of sort of Italian guy? Like
Like I'll go out for, I mean, you know, especially in the past few years, like, a lot of like New York cops or.
Okay, I want to have a little fun with you because when you say, one of the new impressions I started doing was Tony Soprano. Oh, nice, so just you know, I'm Tony. You're an Italian mafioso. Let's have a conversation a little bit.
Yeah. Well, first of all, let me preface with never seen The Sopranos.
Okay, this is it. Hand over your fucking man card with your nuts on top of them. I want you to hand me your man card with your nuts on the card.
Wait, but I've seen Love and Basketball 5 times in the theaters.
Which one?
Love and Basketball. And I've seen Shanghai. Yeah, I was just trying to make it a joke. No. Other movies I've seen.
No, and you were trying to name black ones. No. Italian and niggas are the same shit. So no.
It's been on my pandemic must see. I know, man. Doing? I know, big bummer.
Oh,
I know, dude.
The Sopranos is the 72 and 10 Bulls of drama shows.
Well, no, I've never heard it broken down like that, and that makes me actually want to watch it more.
You can't do that to yourself, brother.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, man.
That's man food. That's you could watch The Sopranos with your favorite meatball hoagie, slice of pizza, your burger with bacon.
Oh man, all right. Oh shit. All right. Well, all right. How about this? I'm a young Italian kid who hasn't seen The Sopranos.
Right.
And you're Tony Soprano?
Right.
All right.
Hey, Tony. Eddie, you from the shop? You know,
well, what the fuck is a shop kid?
well, oh, God, you really sound like him.
I'm supposed to sound. People call me Anthony. Everybody knows me as Tony Soprano.
Oh, well, you want me to call you Anthony or Tony?
Just call me Tony.
Can I call you Anthony?
No. Only my wife and my sister Janice calls me Anthony.
Fair enough. Hey, so look, so I'm auditioning. You know, I've been trying to get into acting, right? And Joe Pesci is
why you want to get in that business? It's a crazy fucking business. I was talking to Paulie and Uncle Esh the other day, and I said, why do people want to get into fucking entertainment? It's fucking crazy.
Well, because that's what the ladies, all the girls. I want to smell the pussy. I want to touch a titty at some point in my life.
I'll tell you what you do. You want to smell the pussy? Come to the Bada Bing. It's a lot of pussy to smell.
Where's the Bada Bing?
It's the Bada Bing. It's a strip club right off the Route 1.
Oh, I wonder, does Daphne work there?
Who the fuck is Daphne?
My mom.
Oh, your mother. You should have said something about that. She gave me a blowjob the other day. It's fucking amazing.
That's my mom.
My kid almost walked in. Met her with AJ.
That's why she bought my backpack.
Dude, that is fucking amazing.
Thank you, sir.
Holy shit.
Thank you, sir.
How long you been working on that?
As much as I'm a Soprano whore, I never even tried it.
I was gonna say, like, you watching this because, like, when you see Cosby,
Right.
that's a voice that's very impressionable, right? You hear it, you're just like, I want to do that, even if I don't even know I can mimic it.
You know, the thing about the routine, you got the children, you see, the routine, the Theo, the Vanessa, and the Clara was the wife, you see. When you grow up in the place that you grow, see, I came up in Philly where niggas were dealing drugs and the prostitution and the people that did I never thought in all my time I'd see a Jewish guy from Seattle who hadn't seen The Sopranos. Theo! But the thing is, as a Jewish man, if you would have went to prison for the roofies, you'd have got out with a plea deal. They locked my black ass the fuck up.
But you know what it was, dude?
The way you hit plea deal, dude.
Yeah, with the plea deal.
Watching, I saw this one kid, man, on Instagram who did Tony Soprano, and I kept watching him, and I just go, like anything with Cosby, you know the plea deal, you see? That note, you know what I mean? So it's like with Tony, it's Uncle June and Janice. You know, I talked to Johnny Shack.
Oh, yeah, dude.
You know, the other day I was talking to Meadow and AJ.
Yeah.
So it's that some of them is that Uncle Esh.
Yeah, dude.
You know, so.
But the way that even, like, tonally, like, it sits in the back of your throat.
Like somewhere in the Adam's apple
Do
area.
some just come to you so effortlessly, and then others you have to really, like, play with and, like.
Some come effortlessly, but others, if I feel like I can't hit the note, I just won't do it, man, because I can't do it justice.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, I always tell people doing impressions is like being a singer. You have to have an ear for tone, inflection, tonation.
Yeah.
Everybody's voice is a note. Like when I do Shaq, it's bassy. It's all, when I play with the ball, I dominate. As long as I get my numbers 28-10, I'm going to dominate. That was always my numbers, 28-10. Everybody talk about Dwight Howard's a big man. He ain't no big man. If you're going to play in the big man, you play in the post. You got to get those numbers. You got to get 28 boys, and you got to get 10 rebounds. So that 28-10,
Oh, my God,
you got to
dude.
hit them notes, man.
You know what's so great about that impression, too? Like, it already wasn't going anywhere because, I mean, it's the best Shaq out there, and it's but he's only gotten more popular and is only getting more popular, and, like, being on Inside the NBA is, like, do you love that show?
Oh, Nick, let me tell you, I think that show sometimes is better than the actual games. I
love that you said that, man. You're a true hoops fan if you say that, because I believe that, too.
Before Shaq, that show was great because Barkley is just a walking soundbite.
Yeah.
And he's every reason why you realize school is important. When you add syllables to words. Let me tell you something, man. I think it's very interesting. I thought it was interesting. When did it become 4? I think it's very interesting. LeBron James is a great athlete. I thought it was athlete. He's very athletic. I thought it was athletic.
You're adding syllables, and letters.
Yeah. One time, I kid you not, dude. One time I was home watching Inside the NBA, and Charles Barkley said, and I'm not making this up, man, let me tell you something. When people talk about the Phoenix Suns, in my opinion, I think That nigga said my opinion. I was trying to text Shaq and go, nigga, call him on that.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something about the Phoenix. Mike D'Antona. Mike D'Antona, it never coached defense.
Yeah,
but
dude.
in my opinion, oh Lord.
It's almost like he knows he knows what the word is, but
Right.
I mean, do you think he actively?
Well, no, I used to say it's like his mind and mouth are playing Marco Polo.
Yeah.
It's like something's going on up
Yeah,
here,
yeah,
but by
yeah.
the time it come out
Can't
there,
connect the dots.
they can't connect the dots.
Yeah.
And I love the little brother, big brother
1,000%.
relationship that they have, because Shaq actually says shit to him that I go back and go, damn.
Oh, yeah.
dog, that's
They've got to
hurt his feelings.
1,000%.
But it doesn't hurt his feelings.
And they're also again coming from, and I do love that. I mean, look, the NBA obviously, like most things, like 90s to now,
Right.
Just different eras. Like, but those guys that really bruised it up in that era, like, yeah, I'm sure like those Pacer teams.
Yeah.
We haven't seen a team like that, and that Pacers Knicks rivalry that really. I mean, you look back at these old,
How old
NBA,
are you?
38.
Okay, so you're on the cusp. Like I'm 45.
Yeah, but dude, like, I mean,
anything less than where you are,
yes,
is moist.
yeah.
And it just it's just soft. And
I
just
remember fucking Kevin Duckworth Blazer. Like, I mean, so like,
Yeah.
like early 90s.
Yes.
I'm not a Bill Walton Blazers guy. I'm like a
Right.
fucking Terry Porter. Jerome Kersey was my fucking guy. I had a Jerome
right.
Kersey jersey.
Yes.
Elijah was my favorite player throughout
Yes.
the night. It was Elijah, Barkley, D-Rob, even fucking Sean Elliott I thought was the shit as far as shooters go. But there was just I feel like they still called bullshit stuff and people still complained. But
Right.
like, yeah, dude, you don't see. I mean, I guess our test brought some of that, but
Yeah.
like, and there's.
We came up in the last era of true greatness.
Yeah.
Because I sit here and go, and I know young people will say, oh, that's the old man, get off my porch, let me tell you about my day.
Yeah.
But I challenge you with this. Tell me who today beats Michael Jackson in music. Who today beats Prince? Who today beats a young Mike Tyson in his prime? And I don't mean physically beat. I mean in terms of greatness, hype, the energy,
Talent. Yeah.
Talent.
By the way, hype and then backing that hype up.
right?
You know?
Who today is better than Whitney Houston?
Man.
Like, we had that last great era, and I know people will argue all day about LeBron, Kobe, but let's cut the bullshit. Who's better than MJ? The Last Dance made my dick hard.
I know, dude, it was so good.
Oh.
Dude. It was, and the Sonics, like that shit with GP, man. When he
laughed at him,
dude, and he just, I mean,
and I know GP.
Yeah.
Good God.
I know, man.
But I you know what's funny?
And Gary did though, like I listened to him on the Sonics podcast a little bit ago, and
Did he address it?
Oh yeah, and in classic, I wish they had Gary on FaceTime, dude, because the way Jordan laughed off and just goes, I don't have a problem with Gary Payton. Like the way he did that,
This is the glove.
yeah.
Yeah, I didn't have a problem with Gary Payton.
Dude, I mean, that was unbelievable.
Dude, I performed at Tommy T's in Pleasanton.
Oh, yeah.
About a month ago or two, and Gary came to my show.
No fucking
And this
way.
is after The Last Dance. And I wasn't gonna say nothing, but I'm standing there talking to him, and the whole time he's talking to me, in my mind I'm just going, nigga, how did you feel?
Yeah.
When Michael laughed at you.
Yeah.
Like,
Well, dude, he addressed it, and he just was like, and he just was like, I don't, or no, he said he didn't watch it, but he heard about it. That's right.
Right.
And he goes, because I know what happened. He's like, I don't need to fucking hear his retelling of it. He's like, I know what happened. He's like, and if you check the stats, he's like, look, when I started guarding him, his points went down, everything like this and that. He's like, I had a bum knee, blah, blah, blah. George wanted me to be more offensive minded the first, I think 3-4 games. So but then finally Gary was like, fuck it, I'm guarding him because this guy's ripping us apart.
Right.
So Gary's like, and he just broke it down, but with the same conviction and confidence that Mike did, being like, I don't know.
Well, Gary's always been known for being a hardcore shit talker.
Yeah.
Like he ain't no punk.
Yeah.
So that's to be expected.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, again, my era, 90s.
Yeah.
Golden era for rap, golden era for basketball. That's why I just go, nothing tops that.
Yeah.
Nothing tops that.
I know, man. I'm gonna interview Kemp at his weed shop in Seattle in January. And that's another guy where I go, man, and Gary even says this in this podcast. He's like, one of his biggest regrets about the Sonics, not only leaving, but like Peyton and Kemp getting broken apart and is not getting a chance to see how that team could have done with 3-4 more seasons together and the run they could have gone on. He goes, but truly, he goes, my biggest regret, he goes, Kemp is the reason I got to where I got in my career. He's like, we were just peanut butter and jelly, fucking hung out off the court all the time. He supported me like I supported him. He's like, he made me a better player, vice versa. He goes, Kemp, if he had, the fact they let him go and fucked that up, he's like, he should be in the Hall of Fame. He's like, even based on what he did, he's like, but had he stayed in Seattle another 4, 5, 6 years, he's like, for sure he would.
But did you ever get the sense that outside of being a monster, embarrassing you dunker, there was much to Kemp's game?
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, 96. He averaged 26 and 12 in the finals.
Really?
Yeah, man.
He just always came off to me as like a dude who will dunk on you, posterize you, embarrass you, but that was it.
From afar, he started developing a jump shot, and yeah, man. Yeah, I mean, look, it's,
I almost want to say the same thing about Dominique Wilkins, but Dominique was just a great talent with a bad team.
Yeah.
Kemp at least played with a good team.
Yeah.
I just never saw him any more than just a powerful dunker.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, well, I'll send you some YouTube links.
Please.
Yeah.
Please.
Spark up a couple J's. What is your, did you find any sort of, quarantine routine throughout all this as far as like, are there things you discovered about yourself that you're like, oh, fuck, like having this much downtime, are these some things I wanted to maybe complete project-wise, or did I put more time into stuff that I didn't get to prior to the pandemic? Are you more thoughtful?
It just made me appreciate working more.
Yeah.
Because when you're grinding
you're in
consistently,
it. Yeah.
You look for moments to go, God, I wish I could take a break.
Yeah.
But then when your ass take a break, you go, fuck, I need to get back to work.
When did that hit for you?
When the country shut down about a month and a half to 2 months in, I said, this is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I love my kids and at that time my wife, but I need to get away from you motherfuckers.
Yeah.
Y'all are draining me.
Yeah, dude.
I almost turned into my Paul Mooney real quick. Oh, yeah, I got to go there.
Yeah, dude.
Okay, so you're interviewing Paul Mooney.
Yeah, yeah. So, Paul, man, this pandemic has been crazy for a lot of people.
Absolutely, it is. Absolutely.
COVID, do you know much about it?
All I know, niggas ain't scared of no goddamn COVID. Niggas survived the 60s and slavery. Niggas ain't scared of no goddamn COVID.
Well, it's saying that it can be airborne, even like through, the nose, droplets.
White people have been the greatest COVID to niggas since the very beginning. White people have been niggas COVID. You have been niggas COVID since we got off that goddamn boat. Niggas don't need no goddamn sneeze and cough on me. We should bathe you motherfuckers in hand sanitizer. Shit.
Do you wash your hands every time you touch a door?
I say the word nigga, and everything on me becomes clean. My teeth, my hands, my nails, everything that's white on me becomes clean, goddammit.
You do seem like you take care of your hygiene. I mean, that's the first thing I noticed.
I've learned from you white people. You white people. I've learned. I know.
A lot of creams and ointments with us.
Know your history. The Moors taught you niggas how to bathe. While you were in the caves on all four, the Moors came over, taught you niggas how to bathe. Try to act like niggas don't know hygiene. Please. You niggas killed me with that shit.
Hey guys, Adam Ray here for the About Last Night podcast. Hope you're enjoying this episode. Obviously, it's a very difficult time for everyone right now. We're all challenged in finding a day-to-day routine that makes our lives consistent and awesome. And if there's something that's interfering with your happiness right now or preventing you from achieving your goals, BetterHelp Online Counseling is there for you. BetterHelp is a professional counseling service, online, private, and it's so convenient. I've used it for a little bit now. It's truly the only way that I've found to help get my own issues dealt with on my own time, at my own pace. You can schedule secure video or phone sessions, plus chat and text with your licensed professional counselor right now. They're specialized in depression, anger, stress, anxiety, family conflicts, LGBT matters, grief or relationships, sleeping, which I have a lot of trouble with, trauma, self-esteem. Anything that you share with them is confidential. And guess what? If you're not happy with your counselor for any reason, at any time, you can request a new one for no additional charge. There's 3,000
U.S. licensed therapists across all 50 states, available worldwide. And again, there's 4 ways to communicate with them: text, chat, phone, and video. You can start communicating in under 24 hours. It's available on any desktop, mobile web, Android, and iOS apps. Schedule a video or phone session, generally weekly unless your therapist schedules more, unless you just are really not sleeping and need to get some additional chats in. There's broad expertise in the network, which may not be locally available in many areas. Financial aid is available for those who qualify. It's secure, it's convenient, it's professional, and above all, it's affordable. All right, it's truly the most affordable option I've found. So right now, all ALN listeners are going to get 10% off your first month with a discount code AboutLastNight. So why not get started today and start making some changes for the better in your life? You deserve it. So go to BetterHelp.com/AboutLastNight. Simply fill out a questionnaire to help them assess your needs and get matched with a counselor that you'll love. That's BetterHelp.com/AboutLastNight. BetterHelp.com/AboutLastNight and get 10% off your first month with promo code AboutLastNight. And now, back to the episode. Can I just ask a bunch of, go down the line, a bunch of guys, ask them about the pandemic impressions?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure I can do everybody now because my voice might be a little on the
Your
fritz.
voice is perfect. That was unbelievable.
We'll see. Go ahead.
Right. Obviously, Denzel, I know. Yeah, you're already laughing. You know that a bat is the reason that that COVID-19 came over to the States. Is that?
I didn't hear that. I didn't hear that. No one told me anything about a bat.
It's
or any kind of Chinese flu or whatever that president Donald Trump tried to make you believe.
Yeah.
All right.
Is there some? Did you quarantine at home right away, or were you traveling when the news broke?
No, I stayed at home with my family.
Yeah.
I stayed at home with my family and my wife, and we just hungered down.
Is there a snack that you became privy to during the quarantine?
Blue Magic. Blue Magic. Dude, I gotta say real quick, and I promote this dude, every chance I get.
Yeah, please.
I don't know if you've heard of this dude. You probably haven't. His name is C King, and I promote him every chance I get. His Instagram is IAM_CKING.
Okay.
Because of him, no one needs to do Denzel anymore.
What?
Me, Godfrey, Dean Edwards, who else does him? Jay Farrow.
Yeah.
We all should retire. C. King.
No way.
He does to Denzel what Frank does to Madden.
Wow.
I feel embarrassed doing
Wow.
Denzel. C. King.
Okay.
I guarantee you your jaw is touching your toes.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Crazy.
Yours is fucking good, though, man.
Yeah, but wait till you see C. King.
Oh, really?
It's going to be like big dick, little dick.
What is he? Wait, do Denzel finding out that somebody does him better than you?
All right. Huh? You're telling me that somebody does me better than me. Is that what you're trying to tell me? All right, well, I'd like to see it. All right, show him to me. I want to see him. Just let me see it.
He's on Instagram. You have Instagram, Denzel?
I don't do Instagram. I don't do any social media. I keep my business private. Huh?
Wait, give me Shaq signing up for an OnlyFans account.
Yo, I got an OnlyFans account. All my OnlyFans can see me. I'm saying all the people can see me. They can see me do what I do. I'll be in the back. I'll be dunking. I'll be dominating like I did in the paint. You give me 20-10, I'm going to dominate.
Dude, dude, there's like a few certain, I'm sure for each one, like even like when last time, actually I think the first time we had you on was Brad and I, and you prank called the Thai restaurant, SDMX. I mean, that clip, dude, that was one of like that shit. I've never gotten so many emails and messages from anything on our pod.
I got
dude,
a few too. Man.
It was unbelievable, dude. And hopefully you're down to close us out and do a round 2 with that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sure.
Did when you do get back to doing shows, and I love how you were saying the thing about like killing and how you're not getting better from that.
Right.
Like I feel like that in the past year, and I try to be like somewhat thoughtful about like each year and staying up, and whether it's like pushing myself to be more honest with my material. Like even going through this past year with my dad in hospice with my stepmom, been doing a bunch of material about that stuff. But even that, because it's challenging for me because I like to do lighthearted, silly shit. And that's like, a lot more raw and there's a lot more darkness to it. But there's also a lot of funny in it that I couldn't help living it. Like,
Right.
even a buddy of mine texted me like, hey, what's going on? You good? And I was like, yeah, I'm just with my dad. Stepmom's on hospice right now. 10 minutes later, he was like, dude, I feel so bad. I thought you said your stepmom was on Hostbice. I thought that was like a new dating app. And I was like, well, she is leaving my dad. She's totally off, but there's like a lot of shit that came up from that. And I'm just curious, like, is there something with you other than like writing and whatnot? Is there something that you try to look forward to challenge yourself when you get back on stage consistently?
To be more vulnerable.
Yeah.
Richard Pryor, I think, was the best at that, being an open book and exposing himself, no matter how dark that truth was. And it's certain things that I don't know that I'm comfortable exposing myself about.
Yeah.
Because you almost leave yourself open to jokes
Yep.
and ridicule.
Yep.
But again, that builds toughness and character. Like I'm type 2 diabetic. I'm black, and I ain't got the biggest dick in the world. I don't want to be the first nigga to fuck up the rumor. You know what I'm saying? But my shit I ain't banging like that, nigga.
Yeah.
I can't play basketball. I stink. All the things that I'm supposed to take pride in, I'm awful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You see me shoot a jump shot, nigga, right when I'm about to release it, like somebody shot me with a sniper rifle, nigga. Pow, nigga. My shit is Cartwright times 50.
Oh God.
So I'd like to, I'm a horrible father, man. I'm not a good dad. I'm selfish. So I've put pussy ahead of my children. I've put weed ahead of my children, which is why I probably overdo it and shower them with so much other shit. What you mean you won't spend time with me? I got to finish Call of Duty. Nigga, here's $1,000. Go buy yourself some video games online. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'll take them to Disneyland every weekend because, maybe I wasn't as attentive as I should have been in certain areas. So
I think there's something to be said, though, too, about you saying, like, I have done this, I have done that. It's not like, I think that there's a difference between that and, like, being like, I currently am always doing this. Like,
right.
it sounds like you're finding balance and everything in moderation.
I'm trying to get better. I'm trying to get better because, it's almost frowned upon to say certain things that we know. I know I'm not the only one that feels this way or that does these things.
Yes.
But it's frowned upon to even suggest that kind of truth.
Yeah.
Because now you're the monster.
Yeah.
Now you're fucked up.
Yeah.
And like, dude, I'm not a fan of other people's kids, man. If you ain't my kid, get the fuck away from me, nigga.
I feel the same way.
And that's frowned upon because kids are supposed to be these beautiful things that automatically make strangers go, oh. If you're not my child, I feel
got no horse in that race.
I feel the way about other people's kids the way I feel about the smell of my own shit. Like, you can sit in a stall and no matter how bad your shit smells, you can tolerate it.
Yeah.
When you smell other people's shit next to the stall, you like, you filthy, heinous beast.
Use the handicap stall, man.
Right.
Goddamn.
And it's like, why is my funk better than your funk? But somehow it's my funk, so I can tolerate it.
Yeah. Have you? So your kids are how old now?
My oldest is 21.
Okay.
And she's got a girl group called Third Degree. And here's what's crazy, man.
Damn.
My daughter
sounds legit.
She's one of those where it's like she come from good stock, man. Because I tell people this, and this is my moment of vanity. I know I've gained weight. I gotta clean myself up a little bit.
Hey, man.
I gotta get back to my prime.
Sure.
Because, dude, let me tell you, season 5 of MADtv.
Yeah. What were your stats?
Look at no. Fuck the stats. Look at the intro when they introduced us and they do our name.
Yeah.
I was 20 pounds lighter.
Yeah.
I had the Eddie Murphy Metro twist hairdo, and they did this artistic shit where they had us all in black and white, and they would do 3 still shots. They go, you turn, freeze, turn, freeze, turn, freeze. 3 different poses. When I tell you, dog, I was so fuckable then. Dude, I was handsome as a like the poses I hit, boom, boom, boom.
Give me Jay-Z talking about how fucking fuckable you were back then.
Yo, this nigga was fuckable, man. It's crazy, B. I ain't gay, but I'd have fucked her. For real. But dude.
Oh yeah, man.
And I'm like, man, if I could get back to that nigga.
Yeah.
Whoo, because here's the deal. And listen, when you famous and you funny, you don't even have to be great looking. Funny is an aphrodisiac. Fame, I always tell people, fame for a guy is like being a bitch with big tits for a woman. It's fame as our big titties. It's our blonde hair. Every bitch wants you. So if you even happen to be a little good looking with fame and money and funny, it's a fucking rap. So it was like, dude, even now today, I get broads that'll hit me up on Instagram, whatever. Man, fuck all that. You sexy, baby. You sexy, baby.
Yeah.
I like you. You cute.
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, you should have seen me in season 5. Oh, you should have seen me in season 5. God damn it. And if you think I'm lying,
no.
Look at the fucking titles.
Oh yeah, man. Would you I mean, those live tapings, were they just fucking, were they madness? Were they like Oprah tapings in the 90s?
I love the pre-tape and the live.
Yeah.
Because the pre-tape, the challenge was, if you made the crew laugh, it was real. Because these motherfuckers ain't jaded. They seen everything. They've been around everything.
Yeah.
They could give a fuck about fame in Hollywood.
Yeah.
These are hardcore, tobacco chewing, motorcycle riding.
Yeah.
So when you made them come from a guttural laugh, you went, all right, that's legit.
Did you have guys that you tried to always get certain camera guys?
Yeah. And then when you do the live, it's the spontaneity and the energy of that crowd. So you do things in terms of improvising, and that was an adrenaline rush.
There were so many great improvisers on the show. Like, was that encouraged?
And this is what I'm saying. Yes, and this is what I'm saying. Like, again, not to be vain, but when that season, from season 3, but really 4, because that's when Mo came, Michael came.
Yeah.
When we had Mo, Michael, me, Deborah, Will, Phil, Frank, we were like the Bulls at 72 and 10.
Yeah.
We were on all cylinders.
Every role
everybody was a risk taker.
Yeah.
Everybody went, okay, we see what's on page, which is already funny. We had great writers. Now let me add to it. And no one was scared to take that risk. And when one person took it, it fed the other person. It was like Magic's Showtime Lakers on a fast break.
Oh, my God.
Boom, boom. Uh-oh, Coop. No look. He finished behind the worthy. Bow. So when you playing like that, and that's why I'm saying with you guys, I was like, it felt to me like you guys weren't doing that, or you weren't given the opportunity to do it. So I was just sitting there like, that's why I was going like, knowing from where we came from and what we did and what we could get away with, I was feeling like I'm not getting that sense on this.
Yeah, you could feel that, huh?
Yeah, and that's why I was like, y'all got no shot, man. Yeah. It's almost like, you know, your girl is a virgin. First dick she had was the motherfucking pipe, nigga. The King Kong forearm.
Yeah.
And now here you come. They saying she ain't gonna love you. But nigga, he just created the Holland Tunnel in that bitch.
I know, man. Yeah, it's God, that's such a rare thing too, to get that type of freedom, like comedically, with people, with other rock stars alongside you.
Right. Let me tell you something real quick, man. Again, that weekend I was in Pleasanton. There was a couple staying next to me, and I'm watching one of my favorite movies, like The Sopranos. I love Sex and the City. So I'm watching.
Do you really?
I got the pink velvet DVD box set. I don't fuck around.
That's amazing.
Sopranos is my number 1. Sex and the City is number 2.
You should do a fucking podcast where you break down that fucking shit.
The writing on that shit.
It is good,
phenomenal.
Right? Yeah.
But I'm watching the movie Sex and the City, and there's this one scene where one of the girls is fucking, and of course, but as that dies down, I keep hearing, Let me tell you something, man. The dude fucking this girl in this room next to me was making this bitch make sounds I have never heard. And it was one of those where I really never heard people fucking in another room.
Yeah.
So you get up and you're listening.
Of course.
Excuse me. And part of you was going, damn, I want to fuck. Yeah,
that sounds fun.
And he's just playing. And I'm telling you, dude, the noises she was making, I'm like, this bitch sound like she giving birth to an adult giraffe. like, and at one point it was, and he kept going.
Oh
And
my God.
I'm usually good for if with the right drink in me, 7 minutes.
Feels like enough.
This nigga was 40 strong. At one point, I banged on the door, and he quieted down. I said, "Hey, nigga, how big is your dick?" And he said, "Man, go ahead with that fuck shit." Dude.
He talked back to you?
Yes. I said to myself, I said, if I was to hear, if that was my girl in the room getting fucked by another nigga, and I walked in on that, after hearing that, yo, they both got to die.
Nobody
They
can know.
got to die.
Yeah.
I'm not just killing him.
Oh, yeah.
I'm killing her
Yeah,
too.
man. There
And
can't
you
be
are
any trace of that.
None. You got to. Both y'all got to go.
Oh, my God.
My ego is destroyed.
Yeah. Good to know Pleasanton, man. Who would have thought people were bringing it like that?
Well, Pleasanton is nice, but it could get a little ratchet.
Yeah. It's got
Yeah.
its pockets.
Yeah.
How was it just being on stage, though? Was it just a blast?
I didn't like it because they did the comedy outside.
Oh, yeah.
And then they did something I had never seen. The headphones. Have you got that? Where you had to put on headphones to hear the jokes to drown out the outside noise.
Oh, man.
Trucks and cars driving by.
Yep.
I hated it. It just
Was it? Yeah.
Nah, it wasn't comedy, man.
Yeah, there's so many. I mean, I've done a few shows that have, the drive-in car thing, and even that is like,
I refuse to do that.
man, yeah.
I refuse to do that.
What about like clubs inside there, at least like at a different capacity?
Yeah, that's a little weird too.
Yeah.
Listen, man, all this shit is catastrophic to our bottom line.
Yeah.
Financially, we're taking hits.
I know.
Houston is one of my best weekends. I mean, I'm not going to say how much I make, but it's up there. What I made during this shit was, I wanted to wipe my nose in tears with the check. Nigga, it was depressing.
Yeah.
It was depressing.
Wow. Houston is, the Improv?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. I packed that joint out.
I bet you do.
And we do 7 shows.
Holy shit.
So I walk
All right,
away
I
with
can do
it.
the math.
Yeah.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
I didn't even make close to that.
That's a lot of Call of Duty games.
Yeah, nigga. Yeah.
Holy shit. It's also a lot of Thai food, and I would love to close this episode out. By the way,
while you do that, can I give out my podcast, please?
Yeah. Oh, yeah, we didn't even talk about it.
No, it's all good,
Yeah.
man. Please, y'all, support the Spears and Steinberg podcast. It's out on all the streaming platforms. But the key thing is this: please hit the subscribe button, because we are desperately trying to get our numbers up, and we would love to get your numbers.
Oh, yeah, baby.
But I think sometimes people go and they download it but don't hit subscribe.
Yep.
So please hit the subscribe button. It's called Spears and Steinberg, The Jew and the Jerk. New episodes every Wednesday. We do email episodes on Thursday. If you like anything you heard here today, fuck with me, because I am raw, unfiltered, no condom clinic sex.
Dude, you're one of the funniest guys in our business.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, hands down. And even before I met you and got to be homies with you, and even since then, you've just, I mean, for guys that you looked up to and loved, to just keep getting better is that indirectly like inspires you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like to be on shows with you, consistently over the years, and it's always a different set. Energies, you're always bringing it. Like that, that you pick up on those things.
Right.
When you're getting going with this. And Andy is a great compliment to you.
Thank you,
guys
sir.
have.
I'll make sure he knows that.
Yeah, dude. Well, I mean, you guys both came on ALN a couple of years ago, and it's like your banter back and forth is great, which I can't wait to listen to some of these email episodes. You were telling me off, Mike.
Oh yeah.
was-
You had asked me that question. Yeah, there was a dude named Angel, and
So this happens. So every episode, you guys are taking fan email questions.
Yes.
Is there do you ask for certain questions? or is it-
No, they just randomly write in whatever they want to write.
Okay.
And this dude was upset because I didn't give him a birthday shout out. And then he wrote me on Instagram and said, "Yeah, you a punk ass bitch. You a fake motherfucker. No wonder why people in Hollywood don't like you." So he went on to curse me out and talk a bunch of shit. So I read the email, and I had my producer. I said, "You know who you remind me of, Angel? Matter of fact, let me reread this email the proper way." So then I read all that same shit he said, but I had my producer put in the Eminem track, Stand.
Yeah.
The reason why.
Oh, my
and then,
God.
Dear M, I thought you was it. So I made him look like the nut that he was. Come to find out, dude, I bought 2 PlayStation 5s. Of course, I couldn't get my hands on them like everybody else, so I paid the scalpers.
Yeah.
I ended up paying like $2,000 for a piece, and I got 2 of them. So
Worth it?
oh god damn it, yes.
Is that Paul Mooney?
God damn it, nigga, yes. A 4K TV, a 4Game system. I saw white folks in their purest clarity. Racism never seemed so clear to me. So I talked about it on the podcast, and this motherfucker went out of his way to create a new account because I blocked him.
That's a great selling story to listen to the podcast, by the way. Because if that's the type of shit you guys are getting sent in to play with.
Yeah.
All right, well, we closed out the last time you were on the show with Prank Con, one of my favorite Thai restaurants. And as we said before, huge moment in the show. So, I mean, you did this DMX. Should DMX call back again, or should we do...
DMX is just always fun because he's wild.
Yeah, right?
So you could take him anywhere.
And I feel like that energy ordering at a place...
where they could really not understand you and talking like him, which is very not understandable. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so just put it on speaker and then hold it up to the... hold up to your mic, yeah.
Is this a Chinese?
Thai. Busy tonight.
I wouldn't think they would be, considering.
Yeah, right? All right, I got another place if they don't pick up.
Want to give the other place a shot?
Yeah. Unless they've just since then fucking
you fucking with them.
Scream my number. Have you been doing that? Have you been getting finding support in some spots that you usually went to that are having tough times right now? Or
nah, because most of the spots I go to are my normal spots. Like, if you're a New Yorker, man, and you miss New York pizza, you got to go to Mulberry's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. God.
You know what? I've only had that once. They're huge slices, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that's New York pizza all the way.
I don't know. It's New York.
Yeah.
Sal Volcano was telling me about Joe's Pizza. I went there once with him. That's his I feel like New York has probably a handful of spots that are considered the best.
Yeah.
No?
Yeah. I mean, they're known for it.
What for you makes a great slice?
I like the thin crust.
Yeah.
And there's just something about they always say it's the water, something in the dough that makes the pizza. But there's just something about New York pizza when it's. I just recently went to this place called East Village Pizza that I kept seeing on Instagram. Oh my God, the cheese and the glow.
Yeah.
It had the perfect 60-year-old woman from Florida brownish chest. Like, you ever see an old bitch with the right type of brown tan? It looked like reptile skin, but there's a goldenness to it.
Yeah.
That cheese looked like that with that oil.
Oh, my God.
Nigga. Oh.
Like, if she pulled that cheese off her chest neck, you wouldn't be able to tell if that was skin or cheese.
Nigga, you could put that cheese right there, and it would look like her chest.
Oh, fuck.
Just a 67-year-old bronze bitch with Louis Vuitton.
Here we go. All right. DMX getting some Thai food.
I think the Thai restaurants, maybe I'll put out an APB on you. Adam red number, no answer. He called play too many games.
Hold on 1 second, please. I have the line before you. Thank you.
Yeah, hurry up.
Sorry. Yeah, what would you like to order?
Hello? Yeah.
Chicken satay, the cream soup, you want the tom yum soup, right?
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
The small one and the large one. Now spicy.
Shit. I think last time you asked for the remember the N-word shrimp.
Oh, God, I didn't even remember that.
One chicken satay, one tom yum soup with cream.
And I think they said they did have it.
Right.
Anything else for you?
I would like to think from last time, too, that people did think that DMX called ordering.
Right.
or if they've since then told people that DMX has called.
Okay, you've got one steak chicken, tom yum shrimp medium, pad see ew combination, and barbecue beef. So it's gonna be $49.29 to do in 15 to 20 minutes. Thank you.
Oh, here we go.
Thank you, bye. Sir, can you give me 1 second, okay?
Again.
Yeah, sorry. Okay.
Come on.
What would you like to order? One fry, one ton. One Thai
This
ice
bitch is rude.
You gotta pay together.
It's rude.
Yeah, for you guys, it's gonna be $9.84.
When did he start growling like that? When did that become?
In mid-conversation.
Oh, really?
And I know we've run out of time for the podcast, but I got to tell you a funny story.
No. Yeah.
It's one of the greatest DMX stories I've ever heard.
Oh, yeah. We're definitely making time for
What
that.
type of meat? Pad Thai with shrimp. Anything else for you?
This is the rudest bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's giving you a lot of jurisdiction.
Dude.
Dude. Because it's also like you've got to listen to her just like take other orders and
Right.
food. So if you're hungry and you're listening to people talk about food, like no hold music,
Nothing. Sounds like a massage parlor doing business.
yes, the Thai food on the side.
Now, will you be able to edit this, like speed it up? Like,
Oh yeah,
cut
oh
it
yeah,
to-
oh yeah,
my God.
yeah.
And we take about your food 15-20 minutes.
I think leaving it in it.
Hello, sorry for holding.
Yeah, yeah.
You want to order for takeout?
Yeah, can you hold on a second, please?
Yeah, can I get your phone number, please?
Just hold on. Yo! Now put a rubber on. That's my mother. That's my mother. Put a rubber on. Yeah. Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. What are we doing?
Can I get your phone number, please?
Yeah. The number? 818
Mm-hmm.
414
Mm-hmm.
5553.
Mm-hmm.
Did you get it?
Please.
Did you? Huh?
What would you like to order?
Did you read the number back? I want to make sure you got it right.
818-414-5553.
Yeah. I want the chicken. You got the chicken?
What type of food would you like?
I want the chicken.
What the chicken?
What kind of chicken you got? The chicken, the one that go cluck cluck. The chicken.
We have noodle chicken, fried rice chicken.
Yeah. Let me go with the noodle, the pan fried with the noodles.
Anything else for you?
Yeah. What's your appetizers? What do you got? What do you got?
We have a lot. Which one would you like?
I know, but narrow it down.
Fried tofu, fried wonton, steak chicken, shrimp roll, shrimp cake.
I like to give me the shrimp cake.
Yeah.
You got shrimp by itself?
Sorry?
You have shrimp by itself? Just shrimp.
Nope, we don't have that one.
You don't have nigga shrimp.
Nope.
You got Negro shrimp.
You order one, I get you the pad Thai chicken and shrimp cake. Anything else for you?
Yeah, let me get the African American sweet and sour.
Sorry?
The sweet and sour.
Sweet and sour sauce?
Yeah. No, not sauce. You get the fish. Sweet and sour fish.
You want fried fish or the steamed fish?
I'm a nigga, so fry it.
The fried fish, okay?
Fried fish for the
Anything else
niggas.
you?
I want hot sauce. You got hot sauce?
Yes, we do.
Uh-huh.
Anything else for you?
That's pretty much it. How about it?
It's gonna be 35.57. Can I get your card number for pay, please?
How much is it?
35.57.
Oh, y'all gonna make me lose my mind. Up in here. 35.57.
I don't understand.
Okay, let me speak slower. You see the movie Rush Hour with Chris Tucker and Jackie Chan?
Oh, you're gonna come picking up in 20 minutes. Okay, see you.
Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
Sorry, how can I help you? Could you say again?
Sour chicken. I want the sour chicken with the nigga shrimp.
Yeah, I got already sweet and sour chicken, yes?
How about the nigga shrimp?
You.
Do you have the nigga shrimp?
Sir, I don't understand. What did you say? Can you walk in for order? I'm gonna waiting for you.
Everything, include the pussy.
Thank you. Bye.
Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Oh my God. I can never order from there again. Okay. That was amazing.
So were we still officially on the podcast?
Yeah, oh yeah, we're still
okay.
rolling.
So let me tell you this DMX story. My man Murda Mook, one of the greatest battle rappers out of New York, him and Loaded Lux. Anybody that knows hip hop knows who Murda Mook is. He was on Drink Champs podcast with Noriega.
Oh yeah.
And I've done that podcast. So Murda Mook is on there with Loaded Lux, and he's telling his story about DMX on the block battling a nigga in a battle rap. And, you know, a lot of times when DMX is out, he got his dogs with him. So he has his dogs with him, a pit bull, one on each side. So he's battling the dude, and within the song, he says something, 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 and my dogs, they go bite you. And when he said that, his dogs on cue went, "Urgh." And then he says while still rapping the dude, yo, chill, dogs. Let me get him. So you know how crazy, like in the picture this, in the rhythm of a battle rap. Son, I'm gonna kill you this, kill you that. And my dogs, they go bite you. Urgh. Chill. Let me get him. Yo, that shit is crazy.
Oh my God.
That's crazy, dude.
That's a true story?
Yes, and the dog's on cue. When he said the line was ready to attack.
Oh my
Then he told his dog, chill, I got him.
And then right back to
and
it.
they're right back to calm.
Oh my God. Dude.
You win the battle on that point right there.
Oh yeah, dude.
My ass ain't finna be puppy child, nigga.
Holy shit.
Well, again, man.
Aries, I fucking love you, man.
Thank you, brother.
So good. So
Spears
good to
and
see
Steinberg, the Jew and the Jerk. Also tell people to make it easy for you. Do me a favor. Hit me up in my Instagram and my DMs, and I will personally send you the link under Aries Spears. But you gotta hit subscribe, please.
Yeah, baby.
There you go.
Yeah, we'll put all the links in the clips that we cut from this and the intro and everything, and really blast it out.
Thank you, bro.
Dude, thank you. You're the best.
Anytime.
Hope we get back
baby.
to this soon,
Anytime.
man. All right, bud.
Anytime you want me, put the bat signal in the air. I'll meet you on the roof like Commissioner Gordon.
Fuck yeah, dude.